Whether you're a startup building your first prototype or a growing brand trying to ramp up production, the question is always the same. Who's going to make this thing and how can I trust them to do it right? That's where contract manufacturing comes in, and it's a manufacturing strategy behind some of the most successful products on the market. Take Apple for an example. Even with all their resources, they don't build their own factory. Instead, they partner with contract manufacturers like Foxconn to produce their products at scale. And in this video, we'll break down what contract manufacturing is, the key benefits, and the most common pitfalls companies face. And just to be clear, you don't have to be a giant like Apple to work with a CM. Plenty of CMs specialize in helping startups and growing brands bring their products to life. So what exactly is contract manufacturing? It's a type of outsourcing where you contract the production of your product to a third-party supplier and they will build your product for you. While they do this, you still remain in control of the design, the branding, and the specifications, but they handle the actual manufacturing process. Here's how a typical relationship works. When you're ready to start working with a CM, you'll send them a complete data package for a quotation. This usually includes things like the CAD files, the bill of materials, your quality requirements, assembly instructions, projected volumes, and any other key details. Based on this information, the CM will quote the product. If they win the project, they're responsible for procuring the parts, assembling the product, checking quality, and shipping the finished good to your warehouse or fulfillment center. Now that you know what contract manufacturing is and how the relationship works, let's talk about why so many companies from startups to Fortune 500s choose this model. First, cost efficiency. Building your own production line is expensive. You have to purchase equipment, hire and manage additional workers, and manage the cost of additional overhead. This all adds up. A CM already has the machinery, the team, and processes in place, which means you can tap into the resources without the huge upfront investments. Second is access to expertise. Good CMs aren't just factories, they're experts in manufacturing. They know how to transition your design into mass production. They offer design for manufacturing, which will optimize all parts for manufacturing, troubleshoot issues, and make sure the product is built right. And in the end, their experience can save you quite some time. Third is scalability. As your demand grows, a CM can scale production to match. You don't have to worry about buying new machines, expanding a facility, or hiring more staff. You can leverage all of this and focus on your growth, which brings us to the next one, which is focus on your core business. Manufacturing is important, but it's not the only thing that makes your company successful. By outsourcing production, your team can stay focused on what matters most, building your brand, building better products, and growing your customer base. And finally, supply chain access. Many CMs already have strong relationships with material supplier, component manufacturers, and logistic partners. This network can give you better pricing, faster lead times, and smoother operations than if you try to build a supply chain from scratch. So overall, working with the right contract manufacturer doesn't just save you money, it can help you move faster, produce better, and stay focused on growing your business. Of course, contract manufacturing isn't without its risks, and I don't think it would be right just to go over the benefits. So let's get into the challenges as well. First, loss of control. When you outsource production, you're trusting another company to build your product the right way. If expectations aren't clear or if the manufacturer cuts corners, quality can slip. To help make sure this doesn't happen, make sure you have detailed documentation, regular communication, and strong quality standards. Secondly, is quality management. Even with a great partner, mistakes can happen. Without strong quality processes in place, small problems can turn into big ones. You need to be proactive, not reactive when it comes to quality. Thirdly is intellectual property protection. When you're handing over your product design and confidential information, you have to protect yourself. Make sure you have legal agreements in place like NDAs, manufacturing contracts, and clear ownership rights, especially if you're working with manufacturers overseas. And lastly is communication challenges, especially when working with overseas manufacturers. Time zones, language barrier differences, and cultural expectations can cause misalignment. Something as simple as unclear assembly instructions or delayed email reply can lead to costly mistakes. That's why you need a CM with responsive communication and a shared understanding of your standards and goals. These challenges aren't meant to scare you off, but they are real. The good news is that with the right preparation and by choosing the right partner, you can avoid most of these risks and build a strong, reliable production process. Contract manufacturing is a powerful way to scale your production without the massive cost of building your own factory. It gives you access to experienced manufacturing partners, helps you grow faster, and lets you stay focused on what your company does best. But it's not a hands-off process. To succeed, you need to choose the right CM, share clear documentation, manage quality proactively, and protect your IP. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale an existing product, contract manufacturing can be a huge advantage if you approach it the right way. And if you are looking for a manufacturing partner you can trust, feel free to reach out to us. We help brands move from development to production and scale with confidence with facilities in both China and Thailand. If you have found this video helpful, then please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you do have any questions, then just please comment below and I'll get back to you. Thank you everyone for watching.